Hello everyone, my name is Özlem Deniz Yıldız.
Hello everyone, my name is Efe Şeref Kurnaz.
Today we will present our biomedical project, grasp and lift EEG detection. General description of the project. Our purpose is automatic detection of hand movement phases using EEG signals. Approach signal processing, feature extraction, ensemble machine learning. And predicted classes are hand start, first digit touch, both start load phase, lift off, replace, both release. Contribution is extracting meaningful features from EEG data to classify motor events, building a strong and balanced prediction system by combining different machine learning models. Applications areas are brain-computer interfaces and rehabilitation systems and neurological assessments.
Description of the problem and motivation. Problem definition. Automatic detection hand movements performed by an individual from EEG signals. Primary objective to predict the one set of six different motor events over time. Why is it important? Data is a non-invasive way to measure brain activity. Extracting meaningful movement patterns from these signals in this basis for brain-computer interface. Such systems play an important role in the recovery of motor abilities of paralyzed individuals, prosthetic control and rehabilitation applications. Project purpose: developing a reliable and automatic motion recognition system based on EEG signals.
Technical ideas, the core techniques implemented in our projects are as follows. First, Butterworth bandpass filtering. Used to eliminate unwanted low and high frequency components from EEG signals. Z-score normalization. All signals were scaled to a standard range to ensure more stable model training. Frequency-based feature extraction. Features were generated based on power in specific low frequency bands to capture signal behavior. Model ensemble, four different models, LDA, logistic regression, SGD classifier, were trained and combined using weighted averaging to produce the final predictions. Subsampling data was sampled at specific intervals to avoid computational overload and improve efficiency. By combining meaningful features from both the time and frequency domains, the generalization capability of the model was significantly improved.
Experimental setup. The dataset used in this project consists of EEG signals and time-stamped movement labels from 12 different subjects. Provided as a part of a computation, each subject's data was processed individually and predictions were made on the corresponding test set. The evaluation metric used was log loss for each class. This metric measures the accuracy of the model's probability predictions. The lower the log loss, the more accurate and confident the predictions. Application areas: brain-computer interface, rehabilitation and neurology, robotic control systems, and digital health monitoring.
Strengths and weaknesses. Strengths are the model can make successful predictions for a large number of individuals. The ensemble approach gave more stable and robust results than single models. And frequency-based features increase model performance because they reflect the biological structure of EEG signals well. Weaknesses are since the training period is subject-based, the total processing time is extended. Since it is simpler than deep learning models, its capacity to capture complex patterns may be limited. It may be lacking when compared to models such as LSTM that capture time series dependencies. And you can see our submission score. Then let's go with our code.
This section is used to extract the compressed data files provided in the graph-like EEG detection computation.
And then we import our libraries that we needed.
This section defines the paths to training and test data folders, the target label columns to predicted and the sample subject IDs to process. It also sets some subsampling to rates the reduced data size and introduces a standard scaler for data normalization.
This function applies a butterworth filter, bandpass, low-pass, and high EEG signals. It helps can clean the signal by removing unwanted frequency components.
This function reads the training data file and its corresponding events label file. If the event file does not exist, it skips processing that data by returning none.
And this function reads and returns the test data file without any additional processing.
This function pre-processes the training data by normalizing it, applying a series low-pass butterworth filters to first channel, scaling the filtered signals and combining these features along with their squared values.
And this function pre-process the test data by normalizing it, applying a series of low-pass butterworth filters to the first channel, scaling the filter signals, and combining these features along with their squared values.
This code reads and prepares EEG training data test data for each subject. It trains four different classifiers, LID, logistic regression, SGD, on some samples training data. Predictions from these models on the test data are combined using a weighted average to product final probabilities. The results for all subjects are consistent and saved into submission GSV file named submission to points GSV.
And this code plots the first 1000 samples of the C3 channel EEG signal from the first subject's first series. It visualizes how the signal amplitude changes over time.
This code applies a bandpass butterworth filter to the C3 channel EEG signal to isolate frequencies within that range. It then plots the first 1000 filtered samples to show the filtered signals amplitude over time.
And this code loads the events labels corresponding to the sample EEG data and removes the ID column. It then creates a heat map to visualize how different event labels are distributed over time, with time on the x-axis and the event types on the y-axis.
This code reads the submission GSV file containing predicted probabilities for each event. It then creates a grid of histograms showing the distribution of predict probabilities for each event label, helping to visually how confident the model is across different classes.
And this code reads the submission file containing the prediction probabilities for different classes. It then plots histograms with KDA curves for each class's predicted probabilities, showing the frequency distribution of the model's confidence score. And the overall figure is titled to reflect that these are the distribution of the model's prediction probabilities.
This code plots the predicted probabilities for the handstar event of the first 3000 time steps from the submission data. The plot uses a red line to show how the model's confidence changes over time, with labeled axis and a grid of bit readability.
And here is this final graph. This code visualizes the comparison between the true labels and predicted probabilities for the hand start event over the first 1000 samples. The true labels are shown as a black line and the predictions as a semi-transparent blue line, allowing you to see how closely the model's predictions match the actual data over time. Thanks for watching us.
Thank you for listening to our